I don't, I don't know how to say this. I really don't even know how to start. This recording might be a little weird, but this is a first. I'm coming to you pretty open, pretty vulnerable, and I want to be authentic. I want to be real, and share something that has been very hard for me lately, and it's something that I've come to realize I had a problem with. And it's an addiction that I know for me it was hard for me to realize and know that that was an addiction. Anything can really become an addiction, but the addiction I'm really talking about is video games. And I mean, honestly, I've been living under a rock because that's pretty much sucked up my whole life. I'm saying this because I've cut video games out of my life, and I have done it for reasons that I wanted to be human. I wanted to have I don't know where that's going. There's a cat. Things got real quick when I started cutting video games out, my addictions. And this month is the first month where I've really tried not to go to the outlet, and I usually, it's a struggle for me to say this, and I was just going to improvise this. It's better to just really be real and talk about it than try to have an outline and get distracted. But I started gaming when I was a little kid. No harm. So we thought, I thought, maybe my parents thought too. And it just gravitated to a point where that was my go-to. If I felt vulnerable, if I wasn't comfortable, if I didn't like feelings, I didn't like certain people, I didn't like being around certain people, I didn't want to be a part of life. I wanted to escape, and that was my go-to. And it's gotten to a point where it's gotten so bad I'd be a robot. I wouldn't know how to express things. Like, everything would be in here. Like, I'd be torn up in here. Still waiting for it, because I know it's there. There had to be a change because I got married. Got married to a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful daughter and another daughter on the way. And I want to be better. And I want to be able to express myself, and in order for me to experience this change and to be better, I need to get rid of old things. So I decided to cut it out. And it's really tough. Because this month I had multiple thoughts of of suicide. That's not me. But why do they come in? Why do these thoughts just gravitate me towards such a dark thought? Is because I don't want to face these feelings. I don't want to face these emotions. I don't want to express myself. And in getting other people's thoughts, feelings, I just didn't want to function in this world. I didn't want to function, I didn't want to function in this world and be a part of society. That's where I had gaming, because anytime I felt vulnerable or whatever, I went there. That was my I lost the word. I'm just going to say addiction. That was my escape. That was my bottle. You know, you hear a lot of addictions out there of alcohol, drugs, you know, those basic addictions people talk about. But a lot of people aren't aware of other addictions that can really captivate someone and drag them down a dark path that's really hard to escape. It's really hard to escape an addiction, and I'm starting to realize that, and I've placed things in my life now to help me out of those and make healthy addictions now. Writing, reading, doing videos. It's a little awkward since this is my first one, and I'm getting used to talk to a camera. Hi, camera. But for me, that's a healthy addiction, because I want to be able to express my journey, my life, and we'll see where that goes. My train of thought's all over the place right now. I've got a YouTube channel that's in the making, and there'll be a lot of great stuff on there. Got a great plans. I've got great plans, and it's gonna really highlight some personalities that I have, and I'm sharing some thoughts that how my brain works. There'll be some real videos as well. But I'm here today to really reel it in, is to let everyone know that the real side of addictions, of things like a video game addiction, is real. Addictions are real, and recovering from them is a really tough battle, and that's why things like AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, is out there for people to find a place to have fellowship and be together, to be in that struggle together, to have that victory, that sobriety. Being sober from my addiction in the first month I can't even begin to tell you how hard of a struggle it is, because I have to get used to my feelings. I've got to be able to express my feelings. I've got to be able to control my mind, and my mind goes a lot of places, and I can't take it sometimes, and that's why I've had those thoughts, because I couldn't handle where my mind went. I wanted to share this. And if you thought this was a share worthy or a good story to show someone, to someone who's struggling with something like this, feel free. And with that, that's that.